Welcome to Essential Shorts, where we take a look into the world of student ministry, one topic at a time. And today's topic is exceptionalism. What makes a youth ministry exceptional? Well, today we're going to look at the results of a study we conducted that allow us to compile a list of 10 habits of exceptional student ministries. We call them the 10 habits of exceptional student ministries. So what are these 10 habits? Is there a collection of habits that successful or exceptional student ministries practice? In our survey and interviews, we found 10 practices that stand out as doable and adaptable for just about any student minister. What are they? Number one, they exercise. Now, admittedly, this is probably not what you were expecting to hear on the top of the list, but it's reality of healthy youth ministries and ministers. The simple truth is that youth pastors who remain active through a sport, hobby, exercise routine, running club, organized leagues, etc., were more likely to remain satisfied in their position and be successful in their youth ministry arena. A good sweat can solve a multitude of frustrations. Number two, the second habit of exceptional youth ministries is that they celebrate. Not only do youth ministers celebrate the involvement and victory of volunteers, parents, and student leaders, they also celebrate big and little victories in the lives of students, families, and major ministry events. This celebratory factor creates a reputation of joy and excitement radiating from a winning team. The third habit of exceptional youth ministries is that they're not afraid to fail. Successful student ministryships are captained by those who are not afraid to attempt something new or extraordinary. They make a habit of overcoming their fear in order to experiment with change or to create something from scratch. In other words, they don't allow fear to keep them from what could make their ministry successful. The fourth habit of exceptional youth ministers is that they are confident. This is not the same as being arrogant, but more akin to being secure in what they know, who they serve, and how they'll organize their ministry that God has entrusted to their care. Since the church already suffers from an overabundance of arrogant leadership, we should strive to balance the scales with humble confidence flowing from the student ministry area. The fifth habit of exceptional youth ministers is that they plan and administer well. Over the years, student ministers have acquired quite a reputation for being a little bit disorganized. I think it's suffice to say that if you want to succeed in student ministry, you'll either organize, plan, and manage out of a natural skill set, or you'll force yourself to learn, adapt, and acquire the needed skills to plan and manage well. Otherwise, you'll become a casualty of chaos or burnout. The sixth habit of exceptional youth ministers is that they prioritize well. Successful student ministers have a habit of putting family in the correct biblical order ahead of ministry. Some of the most frustrated people in the world are spouses of student pastors, and often it's the root of a premature exit. Too often, student ministers appear better at managing their ministry calendar than managing their marriage and families. It must be both and. Number 7, exceptional student ministries maintain a devotional life. It's no surprise that successful student ministries hold their daily devotional time in high regard. They insist upon nurturing an ongoing devotional commitment. It is the one thing, no matter what comes, must be retained, restarted, reignited, and reestablished however many times it takes to preserve it. Number 8, exceptional student ministries are not afraid to ask for help. While this may be surprising to some, most youth ministers realize how much pride exists among ministers. This is especially true among youth ministers who are oftentimes young, inexperienced, or highly pressured to produce. This can lead to reluctance to ask for help for fear of appearing inept. Successful student leaders know when it's time to get assistance, they need to ask for it. And exceptional youth ministers are not too shy or proud to ask for it. Number 9, exceptional youth ministries listen more than they talk. While this is a valued trait in any profession, it's especially beneficial in the world of student ministry. Listening, after all, is paramount among those who serve teenagers, as teens need to express their thoughts, be heard, and listened to. Often youth are learning about themselves when they are talking, and listening will deliver a truckload of insight. Number 10, successful student ministers know that the team that they are on is more important than the team they lead. One of the realities of successful ministry enjoyment is arriving at the conclusion that the pastoral staff team is more essential to your success and happiness than the youth staff or the volunteer team that you manage. While both are certainly important, one must take priority over the other one, and that one is the pastor and staff that you serve alongside. Hey, that's it for today. Thanks for watching this segment of Essential Shorts. And if I can serve your ministry, please don't hesitate to contact me. Follow my blog at smeonline.net or on Twitter at PokerBoydSME. Or if you have a problem or a question concerning student ministry at your church, let me know. I'll be glad to help. And hey, drop me a line and let me know about your success story so I can share it with others. And remember, what you do is important in kingdom work.